Hello friends, what's up? How is everyone? I am back with another video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can create. Just a second. So sorry guys, I was telling you that in this video, you guys can create a cool message. Sorry guys, I really need to take this. So yes, by now you must have imagined that in this video, I'm going to create a cool message pop-up effect, just like this. So welcome in the tutorial guys. So first of all, I am going to create a new project here. So I'm going to click new here. Okay, so now I am going to leave all of this as default. Just see that the width is 1920 and height is 600 pixels. After that, click on start composing, and afterwards you will see a window with different panels. Let it just load. Okay, so this is the view here. So yours view could be different, but don't worry, this is the viewer panel, this is the timeline, and in here this is the media panel. Okay, so yours could be different, so don't worry about that. Just see that there is the media, effects, history, and all that. So what we can do right here is actually we need to import our video first. So I will do that by clicking on import here and importing my video. So now that my video is here, I will right click on it and select make composite shot, and I will press OK. So now that I have composite shot here, message tutorial, this is a composite shot here. So what I'm going to do is let me see. Okay, so now I need to make the message bubbles first, which will appear when my message will arrive. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do here is actually I am going to create here a new layer. So here I'm going to go in here in my media panel and click new here and new composite shot. So I'm going to name it text bubble 1. Okay, so I am in right now text bubble 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click new layer here and I'm going to select a plane here. I'm going to name this as blue. Okay, so I am also going to select the color from here. So select the color of somewhat blue color. Okay, so I'm selecting this color here and pressing OK and OK here. So now we have a blue plane. So now what we do, we need to make a bubble type shot. So I am going to select a rectangular mask here and I am going to select a rectangular area here. After selecting this area, what I'm going to do in my layers panel where I have selected mask, I'm going to drop in the drop down menu and in the shape menu, and I'm going to increase the roundness slightly so that I have rounded edges. Okay, so that looks cool now. Okay, now that I have the rounded edges, what I need to do here, I need to make a slight corner here. So in order to do that, I am going to do is to select actually the mask here, and after that I'm going to select the freehand mask tool. So I'm going to create a mask here like this one, and then this, and like this. Okay, so I need to select now. Okay, you see that now I have the cool message pop-up effect. So now I have this bubble. Now what I need to do, I need to create the text here. So for that, let me select the text here and make a text box here. Inside this text box, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my text here. For example, what are you doing? Okay, so after that I'm going to press enter, another enter, and I'm going to write here the name. For example, the text is coming from, let's say, John. Okay, and the text date is 13th Jan 2018, plus the time here is, suppose, let's say 8:50 p.m. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of this here, and in the text panel I'm going to decrease the size here to 28, half the size of the original text. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this to right align, so it will go right here. So now you see that this is the cool message pop-up effect. So as you can see, we in the message in the video we have two messages from the other person. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in media panel, and here is our layer text bubble 1. I am going to duplicate this and rename this as text bubble 3. Why I have named it to text bubble 3? Because text bubble 1 and text bubble 3 are from other person, and 2 and 4 would be from my side. So text bubble 3, what I'm going to do this is I'm going to double click this, and now it is open in the composite shot. What I'm going to do is just change the text here. So I will say the next text would be, okay, let me know when you are free. Okay, so this is it. After that, what I'm going to do here is I am going to copy this text bubble 1, duplicate, and I'm going to rename this as text bubble 3. Now this text bubble would be from my side, the message that I will type. Okay, so first of all I need to change the color here. Okay, so what I will do, I will create a new layer and I will name this white, and definitely I will change the color here to white. So okay, and what I will do, I will move this white layer back or beneath the text layer, but my text is still not visible because the color of my text is white. So I will fix it later. So now that we have this layer, what I will do is I need to make the exact same bubble as I made it blue color. So what I will do, I will do a little cheating here. So I will go to my blue layer, and in the mask I will select both of them by pressing Ctrl, and I will copy these mask properties, and I will go back to my white layer, select this and Ctrl V and paste my bubble properties. But there is a slight change required. This little arrow needs to go on the right side, so I will again cheat here. So I will go to this mask, which is the left arrow. I will go in here and I will go into the transform. I will unlink the scale here, and in the value I will change 100 to minus 100%. Sorry, minus 100%. Okay, so now this is gone to the other side, but it is still not showing me. Why the hell it is not showing me? Let me go back one step back. Okay, so now that I have again unlinked the scale here, I will go and press minus 100 here and press enter. You can see that it moved towards here. It is because my frame is ending here, so it is not going exactly to that location. So I have to manually select this and take this to here. Okay, so now it is good. But what about this little blue arrow here? So now that we have copied the mask properties from the blue plane, we no longer need this blue plane, so we can go ahead and delete this blue plane. So bingo, we have now the white message pop-up effect. So again, what we need to do is we need to select the text here and create a text box here. Okay, and inside the text box I'm going to write, let's say, sorry, going to the text panel here and changing the color to black here. Okay, now I will write, I am making a video tutorial. Okay, so this is I am making a video tutorial. Now what I will do, I will press enter here, another enter, and exactly the same thing, which will, for example, the text will be from Smith. Okay, so Smith, and the date would be exactly the same, 13th Jan, and the time would be 5:19 p.m. Alright, so I'm going to select all of this, okay, and changing the size from 48 to 28 here, and exactly selecting it right aligned. Alright, so now that it is done, what I'm going to do here is selecting this and doing this 40%. Here it is. So this is the first effect. So I'm going to go again in the media here, copy this text bubble 3, duplicate this, and rename this to text bubble. Sorry, escape, and delete this, because I'm going to remove this, okay, because I need to copy where it is, text bubble 1, text bubble 3. What the hell did I just do? Okay, basically what I did is I actually didn't change the layer here, so I am doing the changes on text bubble 3 here. So okay, let's just rename this to text bubble 3 to text bubble 2, because this will be the message from my side. Okay, so I need to again do a message from other side. So this is the text bubble 1, this is the message from other side, and I need to, this will be the message from my side, text bubble 2, okay, text bubble 1, and this is text bubble 2, and I need to create another duplicate of text bubble 1, okay, and I need to rename this as text bubble 3 here. Okay, now this text bubble 3, double click this. Yes, that's what I forgot. I forgot to make the composite short here. Okay, so now that I can see the tab here, text bubble 3, now what I change here would be the permanent change. So I will change the text again here. I will select this. Okay, let me know when you are free. Press enter one time so that text beneath it goes a little down. Okay, so that's it. Now I need to duplicate text bubble 2 and rename this as text bubble 4. This should be the second message from my side. Double click text bubble 4. Now the tab is here. Okay, so I would say okay, sure. Okay, so that's it. Now my text bubbles are ready. So now what I need to do, I need to go back to my composite short here, and I need to select all of these bubbles here and need to drag them into the layers panel above the message layer actually. So now what I need to do here is I need to go into the transform here and change the, let me say, from position and scale to, let's say, 60%. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so I need to do that to every bubble. So again, go to transform and change the scale to 60%. Okay, now the next one, text bubble 3, transform, scale to 60%, and text bubble 4, transform, scale to 60%. Now that we have the small sizes, what we need to do here is actually, by the way, you can scroll down and up to change the size here, and right click drag to select this. Okay, so now that I have changed the size here. I will select all of 4 bubbles here and take them where I need them to appear. So here I want my first bubble to appear here. Okay, secondly, bubble 2 and bubble 4, select both of these and drag them a little down. Okay, I want them to appear slightly here. Okay, so now again select all of this here and drag them out of the frame here. All right, so now I want the bubbles to appear at the right moment. So you can go ahead and find the exact moment here, but I know where my bubble is going to appear. So first of all, my bubble will appear at frame number 10 seconds. So I'm going to 10:00, press enter. This is the place where my text needs to appear. So I am going to go to text bubble 1, and in transform I am going to press the position keyframe here. So now the position is keyframed. I will go ahead 10 frames. Okay, and what I will do is I will change the position here to -270. Okay, so now the keyframes are set, and okay, so now the keyframes is set. Okay, now I need to go at frame number 12 where I will type the message. Okay, 10:00, this is where I will type the message. So I need to go to text bubble 2, that would be from my side. I will keyframe the position here. Now go forward 10 frames. Okay, and change the position here to -270 on x-axis. It will be on the right place. Okay, you can alter the position definitely, but I know the values here, so I'm putting it the specific amount. So now that my values are both here, and after 2 seconds 14, I will take them frame to 14:00. Okay, here I need both of these text bubbles to disappear. So what I will do is I will go to text bubble 1. I will keyframe the opacity here. Okay, and go forward 10 frames and change the opacity to 0. Same thing I will do with the text bubble 2 at 14:00. Okay, I will keyframe the opacity here, and 10 frames forward I will change the opacity back to 0. Okay, so one thing is done here. So next message would appear at 22:05 seconds. So I will change the frame 22 and 50 here. So the message needs to appear here, text bubble 3. So what I'm going to do here is actually go to the position. I will keyframe here, go forward 10 frames and change the position to -270%. Okay, so it will appear here, and again at the same time I need to go to the frame 25 where I will type the message and send it, 25:00. So here text bubble 4 needs to appear, so I'm going to go to transform and keyframe the position here, go forward 10 frames and change the position to -270 here. Okay, so now both of these are on the screen here, and I need them to disappear at 27 seconds. So I'm going to go here, select to 27:00. Here I need, okay, so what happened, my text bubble 3 isn't visible. Let me see what happened here. Transform 1060. Okay, so let me go back to 22.5, 22 and 50. what happened actually is, need to go back to this frame. Okay, so the position is, oh, so at 23, so my first, oh sorry, what I did wrong here is, at this position I need to take my messy bubble out of the screen here. Okay, now so the position is set. I'm going to the next frame, and here I am going to change this back to -270, now that it will appear on the screen. Okay, I guess now it is cool. So I'm going to the 27 frame here, 2700. Oh, I guess I need to, same needs to be done with the text bubble 4. So text bubble 4 transform, and in the position, let me select the, this is text bubble 4 actually, so let me select this frame here, the previous frame. So you can see the value is 270, so I needs the initial value to be away from your, out of the frame. So I will drag it out of the screen, so that would be the initial value. And oh, sorry, it is again, so make sure that you are selecting the first keyframe. Go here, and this is the keyframe value. Okay, now move towards the next frame and change this value to -270. All right, so now the problem is fixed here. Now I will go back to my 27th frame here. Okay, as you can see, both of the bubbles are on the screen, and now they need to disappear. So what I will do is I will go to text bubble 3 and keyframe the opacity and go forward 10 frame and change the opacity to 0. Okay, and text bubble 4, so go back to 2700, text bubble 4, opacity keyframe, and go forward 10 frames and change the opacity to 0 again. So now both of the bubbles are disappeared. Now one slight thing that needs to be done is to add the sound effect. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to import where I just put my sound effect. Let me see where I put my sound effect. I guess that would be in my music directory, so it would be, yes, this is the sound effect. Okay, where it is, plucky sound effect, this is here. Okay, so let me go to the 550 frame shot. Okay, just right here my message sound should appear, so I will drag this sound and leave it right here. Okay, so one message will pop up here, and the next would appear at 17 and yes, 700. Okay, here I will again drag and leave it here. So now my project is complete. In order to export this, you need to go to the export tab here, name the project here, and just hit export, and your project will be exported. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you like my tutorial, please like my video. I will be back with another tutorial very soon. Thank you guys.